do realize that we are in receipt season, right? And I'm not talking about that petty I told you so receipt season. I'm talking about that season where information is just falling into your lap. You ain't been investigating, you ain't been plotting, and you ain't been trying to seek revenge. You actually more than likely been keeping to yourself, doing that inner work, that healing. But somehow the truth just circled back to you. Spirit is spinning that block, and it's not to entertain you, and it's not to feed your ego. It is to show you the consequences. I already know I don't look at karma in the way that most people do because I feel like most people romanticize it. Because to me, in my opinion, and heavy on that my opinion, the internet version of karma is just so childish. It's like revenge fantasy dressed up in spirituality. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to energy returning to its source. Whatever frequency a person chooses to sit in, they now have to live within that. If they moved in manipulation, if they moved in deceit, if they move with lie, betrayal, confusion, that energy is not going to disappear. Energy just becomes their atmosphere. So again, it's not karma in the way that people think about it. That was already their underlying energy, and it just returns to source, like I said. So now moving along, because most of what I'm saying is impacting the empaths, I want y'all to hear me loud and clear on this part. When you see it, when you hear about it, when you do get the update that they're exposed, that they're lonely, that they're hurting, struggling, or unraveling, their natural energy is to feel bad because you lead from your heart, empath. Come here though. It is not your job to get in the way of somebody else's lesson. Remember, you are not Captain Save-A-Ho. Just so we clear, say it with me. I am not Captain Save-A-Ho. Because you tried forgiving, you tried understanding, you tried explaining, you even tried to shrink for this person. But see, now Spirit is teaching a lesson. You are not allowed to block the curriculum. This is where I want you to activate your powers of remembrance, empath. And this is not to be bitter. This is not to hold grudges. But remember exactly what was said to you. Remember how you were treated. Remember all them times you cried and they didn't bat an eye. Remember how your nervous system felt around them. Oftentimes, empaths, we like to forget. We like to soften the edges. We minimize, and sometimes we even try to rewrite the story. But receipt season is here to sharpen your memory. But when your heart starts to feel that sympathy, your remembrance gonna kick in, and you gonna say to yourself, no, absolutely not. We not going back to that chaos. We ain't going back to that confusion. You can easily send out high vibrations for somebody. You can even wish them healing. But you shouldn't be out here trying to rescue somebody from the consequences of the frequency that they chose to sit in. That within itself is not cruelty. That is actually alignment. This season is not just about their downfall. This is more so about your